All right, usually if a Jewish mother has advice, it is no secret. The new book, Secrets of a Jewish Mother, Real Advice, Real Stories, Real Love, is the Jewish Mother's Guide to Life.
The outspoken authors are Real Housewives of New York co-star Jill Zarin, her beautiful mother Gloria Kamen, and her beautiful sister and radio host Lisa Wexler. Just spent some nice time on the radio with you the other day. You're terrific at it.
Congratulations on your new book.
And to you all, how fun was it to work together on this?
A lot of fun. A great
thing we ever did in our lives.
A great thrill and a great privilege.
Now, where did the idea first come from?
We're on the Today Show. Our father is over there.
Your father's adorable. Sweet.
Daddy. So whose idea was it? Jill, was it your idea to do the book?
Actually, I can't take the credit. The credit comes from the fans. The fans wanted advice from Gloria. And my sister and I talked about doing a book. And we couldn't think of the right thing. And one day, Lisa.
Well, so what happened is Jill wanted to do a book because she loves doing collaborative family things. Yeah. And she said, Lisa, let's do a book. And I couldn't think of something until there was a scene with Mom giving advice to Bethany that first, I think it was first or second season. And afterwards, the New York Daily News called and asked Mommy to write an advice column.
Well, Gloria, you are so soothing on the show. I have to say, when you say something, it's sort of like lean-in television. We want to know what you have to say. Where did you get all of this wisdom? Where did it come from?
Making wrong decisions. And learning from them. I don't think I really believe it's when you get older, it's really what you should learn not to do. Doing it, giving advice is very easy for people to do. It's working it out. And you make a lot of turns and twists.
You've had a solid family, though. It's very obvious downstairs that when I met your husband, saw how much you all love each other. My dad used to say to me when I was growing up, honey, I love you too much to deny you the privilege of making mistakes.
Yes, and our father said that a lot.
Yeah, so it gives you freedom, doesn't it? You know, it's not a sin to fail, it's a sin not to try.
One of the things I always say is it's not the things that you don't do, that you regret in life, it's the things that you don't do. So you have to try. And you make errors.
But you talk also about the fact that when loving a man, I think it was you, said, you know, you got to like a man sometimes. Even more important, like him than love him.
That's right.
Where's that come from?
And he's got to like you a little more than you
very
like
lovable
him.
too.
Well, because after the passion goes, and it does after years, whatever, if you don't like the person you're living with,
it's rough.
You can't live.
I thought it was interesting. You guys opened the book with a chapter on friendships. Like that was the beginning. Why did you guys choose that? I know that these relationships, Jill, are as important to you as
my whole life, and I say it a lot on the show, is about relationships, and I'm constantly working on them and making them better. It's hard, like I said last week, it's easy to throw something away and it's hard to build a friendship and build a relationship.
Or repair something.
Yeah, and we say very clearly in the book, Lisa, what are the rules? And I've been living through them, but the show is only, 7 weeks in. There's 7 more to go. So you're going to have to see how it changes in the book.
We thought a lot about the fundamentals of friendship. We talked about being there. We talked about apologizing when you're wrong, letting it go. But in direct answer to your question, why did we begin the book that way? Well, if you look at the book in terms of the chapters, there's an arc of life. So there's dating, and there's marriage, and there's parenting spread throughout the book. But everybody has friendships from second grade, first grade, and those relationships very often are the first lessons we learn.
But you were talking about how there are different kinds of friendships. Some friends are front-row friends.
I like that analogy.
Yes, I love that analogy.
That was good.
Because we all move around some, too. We move away.
That was my friend Amelia gave that to me.
That's
really
a great one. And
she sent me an email. It was like one of those email chains about the front-row friend, and I said, that's like genius.
Now, anyone who watches your show knows that you and Bethany had like a and you guys were thick as thieves before.
Yes.
Did you guys both follow the rules in there? Were you the apologizing?
I'm getting there in the show. In real life, I followed my own rules, but in the show, you have to wait and see. I get there, and I really do hope that things work out with Bethany. It's very hard to be under a microscope.
She looks great.
And I've reached out to I only want the best for her. I loved her like a sister, and I think what I didn't handle it right. When I was upset, I should have been more confrontational, but I had so much stuff going on in my own life, I just couldn't deal with it. Just like she can't deal with it now. And maybe one day we'll both be in the same place at the same time. I hope so.
Look at the love that's going on here.
I know.
It's very, very sweet.
Because it's real. No, it really is real.
And you talk about it's not just a Jewish mother that has these secrets, and it's a lovely book.
You do not have to be Jewish to love this book, or be a Jewish mother.
Yes. The book is Secrets of a Jewish Mother. Jill Zarin, Gloria Kamen, and Lisa Wexler.
Thank you so much.
And thanks to